Heights, City of Canton, Berlin Heights. Forgive me. I need a little drink of water, but we'll get one. We'll get one in a few minutes. So we'll clear that out. We'll go back to our reflectivity, and there's our squall line thunderstorms. And if you look carefully, you know, you can see a little tiny hook there, and you also see a little hook here. We're not ignoring this one. We're not ignoring that one at all, and we're not ignoring everyone who's currently experiencing severe weather. So we're going to widen out. We'll show you this line of severe storms stretching from southern Ashtabula County, this Pymatuning Reservoir, through Parkman here, sliding into central Portage County, actually southern Portage County, out of Kent Ravenna into Atwater. Here's Akron now. Akron getting the brunt of it, the brunt of the severe thunderstorms. And all of these little flashing trapezoids, all of these are severe thunderstorm warnings. So you pretty much can all say, okay, if it's over me, I'm likely under a severe thunderstorm warning. Here's the tornado warning here. Medina County, good news, you're out of the woods. The tornado warning is done for you. You can come out of your safe spot. It still may be raining. You still may be hearing thunder. Okay? You still may be hearing that, but you're okay. All right, Medina, you're out of the woods. Hopefully, okay, hopefully, good Lord willing, everybody's good, and trees coming down, hopefully avoiding some property damage there. Here you have lots of hail, heavy rain, and again, any spin is likely right in here, moving toward the city of Green. So there is, let's put it into motion right now. All right, there is your squall line sliding south and east. Everybody getting hit with heavy rain, gusty winds, and there could be 60 to 75 mile an hour straight line winds here. You got large hail potential, golf ball size, ping pong ball size. The atmosphere could even support, believe it or not, tennis ball sized hail, believe it or not. So there's your squall line moving through. It'll be out of here, you know, within another hour. This thing is going so quickly. It's going to be out of here early, which is fine with me. All right, it's fine with me. Here's, let's go back, make sure we're tracking our tornado warned storm here. All right, let's go on in. There's no well-defined tornadic hook here. We're just basically going on what we had earlier. That was a nice little hook moving through the city of Medina. Let's stop it, and we'll show you the storm relative velocity. We got a couple of spots right here over Clinton right now. See that? There's your hook. There's your spin. So that is likely where we had the tornado warned storm with the spin moving through Medina, moving through Wadsworth. It's now down here into Clinton, headed toward Canal Fulton, Crystal Springs, Newman, Hills and Dales, Myers Lake, right that way. We also have this other spin I've been telling you about here, East Liberty, City of Green, Altman, right there, boom. So I want you guys in your safe spot too, because I see two hooks. I see this one and I see this one here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're keeping an eye on both of those now. We'll change our, these are wind speeds. This is straight line wind speed here. So I changed the color on you. This is wind speed straight line, okay? Look, pink, yellow, look at these winds are 60 to 70 mile an hour winds here, maybe even stronger. City of Green, Barberton, Clinton. Not all of these high winds are reaching the ground, but when you see this kind of pattern, you know you've got a wind event going on. You're going to have a lot of wind damage reports. Let's check on hail, okay? Here's where we have hail. Over Easton and Doylestown, there's some large hail there. This storm cell in Barberton also could be producing some hail. Look at this one over Lodi, Canaan. Here's Wellington there. Look, hail, Brunswick hail. We've had really a lot of hail come on shore. And take a look at these hail reports coming in. This is, let's see, 1 inch hail, so that's quarter size. This is Avon Lake. This is 1 inch hail. See what we have. This is 1.3 inch hail. Okay, you got video of Avon hail? Go ahead and put that up there, Steve, from the control room. Thank you very much. Video coming in of Avon hail. So hail in Avon, and again, the Avon hail reported to be 1 inch or larger, so that's quarter size to $half size to silver dollar sized hail. So that's just hail. But again, we've got a tornado warning out there. So we're trying to cover all of our bases. We're going to go back to our storm relative velocity here. We still have our tornado warned storm. And I see two definite areas of spin. One is now over the city of Green, and here's one moving over Canal Fulton. moving over Canal Fulton. So if I get rid of that, and I get rid of that, and let's try and put a little, let's give you some city by cities here real quick. And again, I have to draw my own simply because these storms are so quick that that the arrows that they're giving me are way out of bounds here. So if I'm dropping it this way, we can bring it up. We're in Massillon at 12:15. We're in Hills and Dales at 12:18. Myers Lake around 12:20, 12:25. City of Canton, 12:26. 12:26, and right now it is 12:04. So you got a few minutes, City of Canton. Find your safe spot. You know where that is. Lowest floor of your home, center hallway, closet, good place. Away from windows. If you live in an apartment, second, third, fourth, fifth floor, you're fine. Just get away from the exterior walls, away from the windows. Get into the interior of your apartment. Maybe there's a kitchen close to that door that leads to the hallway in the center, the staircase in the center. So here's where we have the one spin here. Boom. So what I'm going to do is I want to keep an eye on that other little spin because we certainly don't want to ignore that second little spin up around. See this one here over the City of Green? There's one right there. So we're not ignoring this one. City of Green, Altman. I want you in your safe spot. You're still under the tornado warning. See that? See that pink line? That's the tornado warning right here. Boom. So there's a spin. We have two. So I'm going to draw, I am going to draw city by city for that one. So let's place it right in the middle, and we're going south and east. We're getting you up close to 40 miles per hour, okay? So now you're in North Canton at 12:13, and it's 12:06 now. It's 12:06 now. You got Louisville at 12:25. You've got East Canton at 12:27, and you've got Paris at 12:33. So two little spins. They're not well defined. They still could be producing tree damage, power line damage, maybe some shingles off the roof. These are not EF4s, okay? These are not EF2s, not EF3s, okay? But again, little spins right here, capable of taking down some trees and power lines. I don't want you to panic. This is not Oklahoma. Everything's going to be A-okay, okay? A-okay, I promise. If you have to clean up some trees or shrubs in your yard, some branches down, okay. Hopefully nothing more than that. There's the spin there. And let's go to spin number 2. There it is there. See that? Coming out of Canal Fulton now, right here. So that's the one. That's Erie Avenue. This is Lafayette Drive Northwest. Here's Amherst Avenue Northwest. There we go. We got our first little lower level lock now. So now we're getting some spin. See that? See that? This is the Power 5 telling you where it thinks a tornado is occurring right there. See it? It's not difficult to see. So this is the one we've been tracking. So Crystal Springs right here. This is Route 21. U.S. Route 21 here. Lafayette Drive. This is Akron Avenue Northwest, High Mill Avenue. If you hear your street or if you're near these streets, safe spot right now. Turn up the TV or take me on your phone. Clearview, Massillon, Edgewood Park, Myers Lake, Hills and Dales, Canton. And this is moving this way. So this is moving toward Hills and Dales, toward Myers Lake, toward the city of Canton. Right there. So when the Power 5 shows this spinning circle, it's what we call a low-level lock. That means we've got at the lowest level of the radar some concentrated spin, and the radar hones in on that and puts that out. Okay, so we have this. Now, the color of the cone matters. Yellow is the least dangerous, if I can say that. If it starts to turn orange or red, we get a bigger problem. But still, anytime you have a spin and a low-level lock, you pay attention, okay? If there is a circulation there or a tornado, it's likely weak. Still, though, respect it. Respect it. You're in the lowest floor of your home. You're away from windows. You're in your safe spot, center hallway or closet. And again, I will put another, I'm going to zoom on out a little bit, all right? Watching our City of Green spin, and that's widened out quite a bit. It's elongated, so that's good news there. So it's basically fading, okay? It's lifting. Whatever was the lowering was, it's going back up. So that's good news there, Mount Pleasant, North Canton. This one here, watch, look, look, look. Right there. See that? Right there. Right there. All right, this is getting more and more intense. So it's intensifying right over Crystal Springs. Right over Crystal Springs. I hesitate to put put a bead on that arrow there because I think it's a little off. I think this is moving this way. So I'm going to put a little, well, let's basically go back and let's give you reflectivity. Let's give you the last hour, okay? All right, let's move through Medina, Wadsworth, now to Clinton. So that would take it this way. So that's taking it this way. So this arrow's a little off. So we're going to track it from this arrow toward downtown Canton, all right? That's what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to stop this, and we're going to zoom in. We're going to zoom in, okay? And then we're going to put a little city by city on this. So where's the spin is right here. It's sliding south, and we're getting you about 45 miles per hour, okay? So here it is. So you got Hills and Dales 1218. Here's the spin. Tornado warning in effect till 1230 for Stark County, southern Summit County, and extreme north eastern Wayne County. Myers Lake 1221. We got the city of Canton 1224. East Canton 1230. Waynesburg 1237. Paris at 1238. These are all of the towns that I've been describing to you. And here's the spin. And I changed colors on you. This is basically the rain and the hail in the reds and the pink. I'm going to change colors. We're going to go to our wind, or what we call our storm relative velocity. If the storm were standing still, what would the winds be? Green is toward the radar, red would be away. So here's where we have our spin right here. And even my little cone is a little bit off based on this because this is moving a little bit farther south than east right now. So let's get rid of that. But you're still in line here. Hills and Dales, Genoa, Banker Heights, North Industry, City of Canton. Watch right in here. So that's where I would expect the spin is. Let's check that shear rate again. Remember, I want to see how much the spin has increased in the last 5-6 minutes. Right here. Right in here. You can see your wall of wind. I mean, look at that. There's your wind right in here. But if there is a tornadic spin, it's right in here. Okay? Right in there. Crystal Springs moving through. Let's see what other... I'm getting buzzed. I always want to make sure. National Weather Service issuing a new severe thunderstorm warning until 1:15 a.m. for Stark County, Mahoning County. Let's see what other counties are included in that. So we have Stark County, Portage County, Mahoning County, and Trumbull County. Reports of trees down in Barberton. Now, what was I telling you, Barberton? What was I telling you? Where did I see that second spin? Where did I see that second spin? Yes, that second spin that we have been talking about, and only us. We have been talking about it. We had a second spin that went through Barberton, green, right there. That was located right in there. We have the bigger spin here. But now we have wind damage associated with this spin here that moved through the city of Barberton. Remember I said Barberton? Boom. So two little spins we've been watching. We've got wind damage, coincidentally or not, reported with both of these spins. Now, it's not up to me to say whether a tornado touched down or did that damage. It'll be up to any of our Cleveland Weather Service friends to go out and about and check that out tomorrow. Okay, back to our analysis. I want to go back to reflectivity. There is that. You know, we got this little indentation here. Not as strong, though. Let's check the base velocity again. Yeah, maybe over Cairo, North Canton, right in here. There's a little tiny... Here's where we're likely seeing our hook. Now, this one's over Massillon now. Another one out of Crystal Springs. Look, it's getting harder and harder to find. So it's sliding to the west of Canton. It seems to be sliding down the line. As the thunderstorm line moves south and east, this little tornadic spin is kind of wandering down the line farther and farther west. It's very interesting. There is a spin, most likely here. You notice we lost our spinning circle? Okay? The radar's having a little harder time finding where there's a potential spin. 1, 2, 1, and 2. This one's stronger. This one's stronger right here. But you notice these arrows, I'm not going to put a bead on those arrows because they're off. They're way off. If I track a tornado from here to there, it's not going to be there because it's moving this way. Okay? So let's get you some streets. I'll zoom on in. Well, one more time. A lot of folks are watching wanting to know what's happening in their neighborhoods. And it's severe thunderstorm central right now, right here, lined up from the Ohio PA line through Warren, through Youngstown, through the city of Greene and Canton. Here's the most intense portion of that line right here where our tornado warning is until 12:30, and then it stretches back north and west, Tiff and Willard. Now this line is a little weaker. We do not have severe thunderstorm warnings here, but boom, basically what we call our DMA, you know, our big time viewership counties, all of you under severe thunderstorm warnings. Now things are getting better as far as severe weather goes for the lakeshore counties. So Lake County, northern Ashtabula, even Cuyahoga, Lorain, Erie, Huron, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca counties. You got rain, you got some lightning, you may have a brief gust of wind, 20, 30 miles per hour, but you're out of the severe weather threat now. You're out of the severe weather threat. You've already had yours. Look at all the hail reports coming in and the wind damage. Hail in North Ridgeville. Steve Curran's going to put up, our director extraordinaire. We've got hail in North Ridgeville. You got pictures? You got pictures of that? He's half dollar size hail. Wow. Big time. Okay, that's from North Ridgeville, half dollar size hail. And again, if you see hail, it's easy if you can take a quarter or something that we can compare the size to, put it in your hand next to the hailstone. That really helps. Because I don't know how large your hand is or how small it is, so it's harder to tell how big the hailstone is. Always, always, always do it safely. And if you do have wind damage out there and you do want to take a picture and tweet it at me at Mark J. Weather, do it safely. Power lines, stay away from them, away from power lines. Always do it safely. So here's your squall line. Are we back, Steve-O? Are we back? Okay, so here we go. Here's your squall line going down. Here's our tornado warning. Medina County, you're out of the warning. No warnings for you anymore. Wind damage being reported in the city of Medina, which is right near where we saw that spin. South and east at about 45 miles per hour is the speed. Now we have to go back into our tornado warned storm, folks. I always want to pay attention to everybody. I always want to show you what's happening where you are. But we do have a tornado warning still in effect, and this is for Stark County. Stark County here. Don't worry, Summit County, you're out of it. There's no tornado here. City of Greene, you're fine. Even though technically you're still in the polygon, you're out of it. You're safe. If there is a tornado, it's down here. All right, down here toward Massillon. We also had a little spin over here coming out of Barberton. Tree damage reported in Barberton, and I can track that spin all the way back, and that's when we first saw it, and we said, folks in Barberton, pay attention, and we have tree damage there. All right, tree damage in Medina. Where else did we have tree damage? Whisper in my ear, Steve. Where else did we have tree damage? Okay. This is just our reflectivity. Grafton, tree damage in Grafton. That's where my web person, Courtney, texted me and said somebody spotted a funnel cloud in Grafton. That was probably the beginning of that spin, spotted a funnel cloud. Let's show you the wind velocity. Again, this is as if the storm was standing still, and we can see inbound and outbound. Okay, right down here, let's bring this up. Let's bring this up. Here you go. So what am I seeing here? Again, I still see our little spin. It's becoming weaker and weaker, harder and harder to see. I still see it here. See a little one up in here. Something going on there. There's something happening here, but that's something new. But this is the primary one. You notice there's no spinning circles on it. There's no arrows on it, but we know. We know what this is. If there is a tornado or a funnel cloud or a wall cloud, it's most likely here, crossing over Route 62 toward Banker Heights, toward North Industry. City of Canton, good news for you. I know you've been in your safe spot, but it looks like the spin is off to your west now and sliding south of you. It moved over Massillon, closer to Massillon. So these spins are kind of traveling down the line. As the line moves south and east, and you'd expect the spin to go with it, the spin kind of meanders down along the line. One spin, two spins. We'll watch this one and see if that develops into anything. Our tornado warning goes until 12:30. Until 12:30. So we have another 12 minutes. And as always, we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it. Okay? We're going to stick with it through any tornado warning. Will the tornado warning be extended into Tuscarawas County or Carroll County? We'll wait and see. This is Pittsburgh's forecasting area. and Pittsburgh's watching it. And in fact, I may end up switching to the Pittsburgh radar, which is actually closer to the storm, coming up very shortly. I mean, this storm here is right on the edge of the Cleveland radar and the Pittsburgh radar. So this, it's shooting up pretty high. So spin, spin, they appear to be weakening. That's good news. Let's check our shear rate. Let's check our shear rate. Okay, wow. So again, our shear rate product is basically how much the spin has increased in the last 5 minutes, scan to scan. So we're seeing an increase in shear right in here toward Louisville, where we've seen our traditional spin that produced damage in Medina and slid this way. We don't see a whole lot there. We do see a little more increase in spin here and here. Okay, so we got two spots, but they're not in that same line, that trajectory of that original spin that started in Grafton and moved through Medina. So we've got one here and one here. If we go back to the reflectivity, well, not very impressive. Here, Canton, you're getting the storm right now. You've got a severe thunderstorm moving over you right now. You're under a tornado warning. So you hit the deck, okay? Lowest floor of your home. Want you to be safe and protected. Promise? Get down there. Turn up the TV loud. Okay, you can still listen to me. I'll talk louder if you're in Canton. Safe spot right now. I care. We care. Get down. Safe spot, okay? Louisville, same story. We care about you. Safety, 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 safety. Massillon, you're under it. You got some high winds, hail. The tornado threat from Massillon, North Canton is pretty much done because you're into the thick of that squall line. And we'll back it up. We back it up. We're not ignoring anybody. Everybody's having severe weather issues. Look at that squall line, okay? Look at that squall line. Boom. Let's take you back 2 hours and okay, you got damaged pictures in Grafton. This is kind of where this thing all began in Grafton. And I have to apologize to my friend Courtney, our internet friend. I kind of, glossed over her initial report, but then we started noticing the spins on the radar, and boom, certainly Grafton here, through Medina, Wadsworth, now it's down in here. Harder to find, but there's your tornado warning. And again, I want to take you back a couple hours. Let's play. We'll show you the progression. These things have come on shore a little bit quicker. I mean, Mother Nature's in charge. When she starts to form a big old squall line, and it takes a mind of its own. It has a mind of its own. It becomes its own engine. It speeds up as fast as it wants. So here we are. Farther north, you're out of the woods for severe weather. So even though it may be raining where you are, you may be seeing flashes of lightning in the distance. There's no more severe weather for you. Cleveland, Lorraine, Sandusky, Mentor, Painesville, Ashtabula, Chardon, Burton, even Champion. City of Akron, you're out of the woods for severe weather. Good news there. It's still raining. You're still seeing flashes of lightning, hearing thunder, but the severe weather threat is done. The severe weather threat is continuing along the leading edge here. Large hail, damaging winds. You do notice the new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for farther south, for Tuscarawas County, Carroll County, Columbiana County. Not originally in the severe thunderstorm warning, and now they are. It does include the city of Pittsburgh now. And this is going to continue through, well, ours ends at 3 a.m. They're going to be able to cancel that sooner. Okay, that's good. Now, we do have some thundery weather here, but again, I'm not expecting this to turn out to be anything. The atmosphere has already been, a lot of the energy is taken by these storms. So these storms back here will be non-severe as they slide south and east. Okay? Severe thunderstorm watch. That'll continue through the rest of the overnight for counties to our south, but you'll gradually begin to see the counties to the north being dropped out of the severe thunderstorm warning. There's our tornado warning getting skinnier and skinnier. We're going to continue to watch as the storm goes through Grafton, Wadsworth, Medina. There was that little spin near Clinton. And now, let's find it, okay? Let's find it. Let's go back and find it again. So if we zoom on in, and let's start with our storm relative velocity. Where could there possibly be spin or a couplet? Well, again, this isn't Oklahoma. This is in Oklahoma. It's not EF4s, EF5s. Right in here I see something. Right in here I see something. So East Canton, Battlesburg, right down here near East Sparta. I don't like that. So whenever we see areas like that, we keep an eye. This is all under a tornado warning. So far, Pittsburgh has not responded to extend the tornado warning farther south. And if they were going to, they probably would be doing it pretty quickly. So let's see. So here's your tornado warning, Stark County. Summit County, you're good. Portage County, you're good. No more tornado warnings for you. Medina County, you're out of the woods. Come on up. Everything's good. Survey the yard. Stay away from wires. Okay? Lots of reports of tree damage from Barberton through Medina through Grafton. And again, that's right near where suspicious little spins were that we were tracking. You and I were tracking them together. And we talked about two distinct spins that we saw on the radar on the Power 5. And we've had some damage reports from both of those spins. Could they be tornadoes? Absolutely. Not for us to tell. It's up to the National Weather Service crew to go out, assess the damage. Sometimes it's very, very tough to tell whether it was a tornado, if it was very weak. Sometimes the trees just fall. Other times you can see the spin and the twist of the tree branches. As a tornado does this, it's twisting. So the branches that it touches twist and they are fly in all directions. They just go everywhere. There's a lot of twisting and breaking and things scattered in all directions. If it's straight line wind damage, you're going to see all the trees falling in one direction. Boom, 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 okay? So the twisting of the trees going down in different directions is a telltale sign that we had some spin. Something here, 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 not very strong, but still our tornado warning for another 4 minutes, And this is just our wind field, the storm relative velocity. Here's our rain. Canton, you're getting a lot of heavy rain. Same for Louisville, East Canton. Heavy rain and hail right in here. Heavy rain and hail right there. Wider view. Down in here again, this is the only spot we have our tornado warning right now. And it doesn't look like Pittsburgh is going to extend it. They've actually issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this system coming in. So Carroll County, Columbiana County, you're under severe thunderstorm warnings for this area sliding south. So they're confident now that any tornado danger has passed. So that's really good news. The Weather Service in Pittsburgh looking at the same storm. The Cleveland Weather Service also looking at this, seriously thinking that any tornado threat has passed. All right, the spins are very, very small. They're very transient. So good news here. In a couple more minutes, this warning should be dropped. And then we're just looking at severe thunderstorm warnings, which are set to expire within the next 15 minutes to a half an hour. Storm system moving quickly to the south and east. And it looks like this thing's going to be out of here by 1:30 instead of 3 a.m. So the timing, Mother Nature sped this thing up quickly. It arrived a few minutes early, and it's going to leave a few minutes early. And then behind that, you've got just these general rain showers that will gradually end overnight. Maybe a flash or two of lightning, okay? Flash or two of lightning. These are hail reports that are coming in from spotters. 70-mile-an-hour wind gust right here at Lorraine Lighthouse. Lorraine Lighthouse. We got large hail, large hail, large hail. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hail reports. We've got a wind gust report. Now we're getting reports. We're seeing pictures of trees down, pardon me, from Grafton all the way through Medina. I would expect Wadsworth, if you're in Wadsworth. We haven't heard from you. Okay, a video of hail in Brunswick. Okay, 40 minutes ago, hail in Brunswick. We're going to show that on the screen right now. You folks are great. You're sending in video. We love this. We love this. So hail in Brunswick 40 minutes ago, and that's where we have a little hail report that I can click on. And boom, boom, boom. Let's see. That was 1.5 inch hail. My goodness. Now you're talking, you're getting up close to golf ball size right here out of Brunswick. Report from ping pong ball sized hail. Ping pong ball sized hail. We talked about that. So no reports of tennis ball sized hail just yet. That's good. We don't want that, okay? So that's Brunswick. So that's the video you're seeing there. Let's go up toward Geauga County, and we've got almost ping pong ball sized hail in South Russell. South Russell. Let's go over here into Trumbull County, and we have 1-inch hail, so that's quarter-sized hail via social media. Back closer to Cleveland, again, Slavic Village, hen egg-sized hail. 2-inch diameter hail. You got hen eggs falling from the sky on you, and these don't have a yolk in them. These don't make delicious omelets. They hit something and they break something. I mean, that's how big these hailstones were. Slavic Village right there, 2-inch diameter hail. Let's see what else. There's the Brunswick hail report. What else do we have? This is 1.3 inches near Jaycox and Swartz Road. We've got quarter-sized hail 2 miles north of Lorraine. So a variety of hail sizes, but they're big. They're big. Big. Tornado warned storm right here, still here. We have live video of, okay, right now we have live video of high winds in Canton on Interstate 77. Canton, you're looking at that now. The height of the storm is right now over downtown Canton. The tornado threat for downtown Canton is pretty much gone, and there you have it. If you come back to me now, we're missing something. What are we missing, folks? Show of hands. Okay, you in the corner in Parma. Yes, the tornado warning has expired. So, no tornado warning is in effect for Stark County, for Medina County. Everybody's out of the woods for the tornado warning. That has expired. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings for this line from Oroville to Brewster to Dover, New Philly to Mineral City. Canton is under it now. Paris. Alliance, you're just coming out of it. My great friends at Q92 Radio. Safe and sound. Okay. Here's the strong to severe storms that are moving out of the Youngstown area, out of Mahoning County into Columbiana County. We've got Carroll County also under a severe thunderstorm warning, and that'll go till about 1 a.m. So these storms sliding quickly to the south, 45 to 50 miles per hour, 60 to 75 mile an hour winds. We've had a wind gust report already of 70. Reports of wind damage from Barberton to Grafton to Medina, and more will come in. Were those tornadoes that touched down? We did have a tornado warning. We had a couple of spins. Only time will tell as the Weather Service goes on out. Severe thunderstorm warning, Columbiana County, Carroll County, Tuscarawas County to 1:15. To 1:15 a.m. So those are the new ones that are coming in. Those are the new ones coming in. I just got a report from Katie, my good friend Katie Russ. She said the pressure in my house just changed so much my ears popped. This was at 12:02. I've never felt a storm like this before. It feels like a bad dream. Katie, we're glad you're safe. We're glad everybody's safe. We got dime-size hail in Massillon. Okay. So we're getting various reports in. Again, if you can do it safely, if you can take pictures safely, you can tweet them at me, at Mark J. Weather. Or better yet, you can send them to Pix. Is it 5Pix, P-I-X, at news5cleveland.com. You can send us pictures there, and we'll compile them together. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. We told you this was a big event. We told you that this severe weather was possible overnight, and here it is. So sliding south. We're going to go back wide. No longer a tornado warning in effect. We're watching these storms. Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is. There's our squall line. Look at that. A lot of hail reports. A lot of hail reports. We'll take you back a couple hours. We're just going to let it roll. Watching that through. Everybody under a severe thunderstorm, watch. Remember the difference between a watch and a warning? A watch means it could happen. A warning means it is happening. A warning is worse than a watch. A watch means, watch out, it could happen. A warning means get to shelter immediately. It's here or it's coming very, very shortly. Okay? There it is. Squall line there. High winds. Pulling out of Canton. Pulling out of Canton now. The good news is Canton's right on the back edge of this severe squall line. So Canton is still heavy weather where you are, but give it another 5-6 minutes, and the heaviest rain will be to your south. Worcester, you're right under it now as well. Worcester, Canton, Youngstown, it's just to your south. Just to your south. Okay. So there we have it, folks. Our severe weather warnings will diminish from north to south over the next 45 minutes to an hour. No longer any tornado warnings in effect. Really appreciate you all hanging out with us here. As the storms exit the Canton, Worcester areas, it'll be a much quiet weather overnight. Dover, New Philly, another half hour, and you'll be done. You'll be safe from the high winds and the large hail. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for sticking with us for so long. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. We want you to stay safe. And remember, if you're going out to clean up, watch for those down power lines. And always download our Storm Shield app for the latest weather info. And always watch News 5 Cleveland. Tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., you'll have Trent McGill to wrap this up and show you some great video and great pictures. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks for being here. I'm going to sign off now. How did it look from home? I mean, I had all of my tools here. I love it. That's the true interaction of it. See, the beauty of it is, Elizabeth, is I have every tool that I have at the station I have right here. And that's the amazing part. I mean, I have total access to every button. That's cool. Now, see, there'll be one less